Shabbat Shalom. Welcome this beautiful Shabbat evening, the last Friday of the month of July. And if we time this properly, when we go outside, we'll see balloons flying all over the place on purpose. And we'll begin our Shabbat worship together by giving thanks with Psalm 133, Hinei Matov. We continue on page 2 as we see if the candles work this week. I checked them. Don't cast any spells that have them blow out.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Page 5, we give thanks for Shabbat by blessing the fruit of the vine. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uv'ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishi ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'ahava uv'ratzon hinchalatanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. We continue now on pages 20 and 21 as we symbolically welcome the Shabbat bride with Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi Lecha Dodi likrat kala, Pnei Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmi'anu el hamiyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'litehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha. Ki mekor habracha. Merosh mikedem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh v'machsheva tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Hitoreri. Ki va'orech kumi ori. Uri, shir daberi. Kevod Adonai alayich nigla. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Please rise for verse 9.
Bo'ii v'shalom
Teret ba'ala. Gam b'simcha u'b'tzola. Toch emunei am segula. Bo'ii chala, bo'ii chala.
Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. P'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Page 26, Chatzi Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba. Bi'alma divarach irutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon uvyomechon. Uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agalaha, uvizman kari v'imiru.
Amen.
Yehi shmei Rabba mivarach le'alam u'le'almei alamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekudesha. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alama ve'imeru. Amen. Page 28, Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Let's read together in the middle of page 33. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Pages 34 and 35, Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. We will continue on page 36. Let's read together in English. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God, Adonai Elohechem Emet. Let's continue responsively by paragraph on page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea. Adonai
Page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai, our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, hapores sukat shalom aleinu, ve'al kol amo Yisrael, ve'al Yerushalayim. Page 44.
Shamru b'nei Yisrael, v'shamru et haShabbat, lasod et haShabbat, lasod et haShabbat, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, עוד היא לעולם. לעשות את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לעשות את השבת לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש.
Page 46, please rise for tefillah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufiyaki tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avoteinu ve'Imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor ve'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomer Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei HaKol, V'Zocher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Bezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye Hakol Atah Rab Lehoshia, Morid Hatal, Mechalkel Chayim Bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim, somech noflim verofech olim, umatir asurim, umekayehem emunato, liashenei afar, michamo chaba al gevurot, Umido melech, melech memit, umech mechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'ne'eman ata l'hachayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol. Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'kadosh. Please be seated. Let's read together in the middle of page 57. You are with us in our prayer, our love and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha b'yirah na'avod. We'll pause for a few moments of quiet reflection, followed by Oseh Shalom on page 62.
Oseh Shalom bimroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimroma, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
We continue on page 253. Page 253. As we think of all those who are in need of healing of body and spirit, may the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah, bless and heal those who are ill. This Shabbat, we think especially of the following people: Bob Barnett, Alan Brockman, Mike Carbone, Kathy Federico, Jim France, Valerie Frank, Jeremy Giddis, Clara Gilliams, Wendy Haber, Jillian Hartman, Elizabeth Hyder, Nathan Kinnock, Tyler Kinnock, Kristen Kinnock, Kate Lane, Richard Lehrer, Martin Levin, Jody Lokshin, Judine Luntz, Rick Monsell, Eric Nussbaum, David Poole, Samantha Richford, Carol Rubin, Rob Schweitzer, Sam Sinopoli, Mark Sirac, Sharon Smith, Kristen Spetich, Kelly Swab, Barbara Turkeltaub, Kristen Turner, Fan Walker, David Waltz, Malka Wayne, Florence Weaver, PJ Wells, and Bruce White. If there are others about whom you're thinking and would like to share their names aloud, I invite you to do so now. Thank you. The middle of page 253, Misha Berach for healing.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us sing Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Page 259. Please rise for the prayer for the state of Israel, followed by Hatikva. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go Alo. Barech, Barech, et Medinat Yisrael, Reshit Tzmichat Geulateinu. Hagein Aleha Bevrat Chasdecha, Uferos Aleha Sukat Shalomecha. Avinu, Avinu, Sheba Shamayim, Tzur Yisrael v'go Alo.
Kol valeva nima nefesh Yehudi Oliyah Ufatei Mizrach
Please be seated. Shabbat Shalom. I don't want you to think that summer's over just because I'm wearing a tie. I'm wearing a tie because I spilled coffee on my shirt. And in the interest of not looking too foolish, I decided to take advantage of the tie that I keep in my office just for such occasions, in case I have to do an impromptu baby naming or I spill coffee on my shirt. You can guess which one of those happens more often than the other. The Torah portion this week is Pinchas, one of the most unfortunate names, Phineas. You don't find that many people named Phineas running around. But I'm not going to talk about Pinchas because that's about violence and zealotry. And if you want violence and zealotry, you don't need to come to synagogue. Stay at home, turn on the news, listen to a podcast. I'm going to give you something else. I'm going to tell you the story of 5 people whose names we should all know. Machla, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. Machla, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah, whose names you don't hear very often, but you probably have heard of them in the aggregate as the daughters of Zelophehad. And this is one of the 5 times that we hear them mentioned by name in the Torah is in Numbers 27 in this week's portion. And in a moment, I'll speak about why that's significant, that these 5 people are named specifically 5 times. Numbers 27:1 reads, Vatikravna benot Tzlofachad ben Hefer ben Gilad ben Machir ben Menashe lemishpachat Menashe ben Yosef ve'ela shmot benotav Machla, Noah, vechogla, umilka, v'tirzah. The daughters of Tzlofachad of the Manassite family, son of Hefer, son of Gilad, son of Machir, son of Menashe, son of Joseph, came forward, and the names of the daughters were Machla, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. Sometimes we have to identify who we are based on where we have come from. In our culture, that's usually done by a social security number that marks you as distinct from every other person. You may think that you were created in the image of God, but so was everybody else. But only one of you should have your social security number. And that's how you're able to prove that you are who you claim you are. Other ways are by last name, which you can either choose for yourself, you can take from a spouse or partner, or you may have gotten from one or more of your parents. In ancient Israel, the way that you would identify who someone was is the same way that we do today in modern Judaism. So-and-so, the child of so-and-so. But we usually only go back 1 generation. So, for example, I am Shmuel David ben Raphael. David, son of Ralph. Sounds better in the Hebrew. Ralph. His brother's name is Marvin. I don't know which got off worse. But you're so-and-so, the child of so-and-so. Here in Numbers 27:1, it's not just Susie, daughter of Stan. It has to be going back 5 generations to tell you the yichus, or the pedigree, of these 5 women, so that they should not be confused with any other 5 daughters named Machla, Hogla, Milcah, Tirzah, no. But to show that they come all the way from Joseph through the tribe of Manasseh, and they are legitimate. And what's their complaint in this week's Torah portion? They have no brothers, their father has died, and it's the question of inheritance. These 5 sisters are named 5 times by name. Now think of how many people in the Torah whose names we don't know, especially women. What was Noah's wife's name? Mrs. Noah. Eshet Noach. This poor person who had to live with this carpenter who was building things in the basement, not blue M&Ms, who was building things in the backyard, and the neighbors all thought it was a little meshuggah. We don't even get to know her name. How many countless and nameless women are there in the Torah? And these 5 get named 5 times by name. and we can get a clue as to why they're so important, not just because of their rightful claim for inheritance. And we know that they were right because Moses says that they were right and that they were just in claiming their inheritance. We learn from two verbs. The first is the verse 27:1, Vatikravna. These 5 women drew close, karov. They came close to the seat of power, to Moses and Eleazar the priest and all of the elders in the town square, publicly pleading their case. One, Vatikravna, they came close, and second is the verse that begins the word that begins the next verse, Vata'amodna, and they stood. The same root, ayin mem daled, as amidah, the standing prayer that we completed a few minutes ago. These 5 women had the chutzpah, which also, if they had a 6th sister, I like to think her name would have been chutzpah, because that goes nicely. Machla, Noah, Chogla, Milka, Tirzah, and chutzpah. These 5 daughters of Zelophehad, by name, drew close. They stood before Moses. They were wise and brave, and they advocated for their cause. And we know that they made a difference because Moses said they were right and because they changed the laws of inheritance. We generally know them collectively. A few months ago, I was reading a book called Abuelita Faith by Kat Davis. And Abuelita Faith is a Christian theologian writing about how in her Cuban culture, she's a Cuban American, how so much of the story and so much of the history is passed through the women, from grandmother, abuelita, to daughter, to mother, to daughter, and so forth. And she points out that we usually think of the daughters of Zelophehad as just that, the daughters of Zelophehad. We don't mention them by name, only we think of them in connection, like the Torah does, to who came before them. It doesn't say that these 5 were the daughters of their mother, and the granddaughters of their grandmothers, and the great-granddaughters of their great-grandmothers. It traces them back through their father's line. But they come down to us not as anonymous people, but as women with names. And the names are not that pleasant. One of them means plague, one of them means nice, but disease. These are not names that you find on keychains in Cracker Barrels if you're traveling across the country. But each of these names has meaning, and each of these women we know collectively, but we know them as individuals who are named in the text because of the 2 things that they did. They drew close and they stood up. If you want to make a difference in the world, you don't sit back and watch things happen. You draw close and you stand up, literally or figuratively, for the things in which you believe. And if they affect you personally, as was the case with the daughters of Zelophehad, Machla, Noah, Chogla, Milka, and Tirzah, chances are they're going to affect other people as well. So I often tell people, if you have a question or you have a complaint, chances are you're not the only one. And the only way that a difference is made is when people who think that they have no rights come close and stand up. How many people who thought they had no voice made a difference? How many people stood up, drew close, and who will do that in our generation? Who will be the 5 people worthy of being named by name when this generation's story is ultimately told? Who will we remember? Not Zelophehad, not the father, but the daughters who made a difference for themselves and for everyone who came after us, who came after them, including each of us. Shabbat Shalom. You ready to continue praying? Page 282. Draw close and please rise. In the middle of page 282 for Aleinu L'Shabeach. Aleinu L'Shabeach La'adon HaKol לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. Page 294. This Shabbat, as we prepare to recite the words of Mourner's Kaddish, we recall the following people whose anniversary of their death, their yahrzeit, occurs this week. Sidney Z. Edelman, Janet E. Altman, Mortimer Attelson, Rose Axelrod, Ruth Ann Jacobson Berger, Henry Carmen, Gloria Featherston, Simon Fishgrund, Sigmund Fleischer, Jacques Gale, Lillian Goodman, Nettie Gordon Cogan, Dorothy Bonnard Lavin, Dorothy Weinswag Lavin, Irma Lenoff, Rabbi George Lieberman, Joseph Love, Eileen Raffel Mannheim, Molly Myers, Edgar Myers, Tamir Porter, Ida Rapport, Edward Schumann, Benjamin Sklar, Joan Solomon, Emily Terrell, Nessa Weissler, Joseph Weiss, Sylvia Wernow, Irvin Wilkoff, Fred Wolf, Pauline K. Wohl. As well, we remember two who have died in more recent days, Arlene Feldstein and Bill Lippy. I apologize if I mispronounced any of your loved ones' names, and I invite you to share additional names that you're recalling or corrected pronunciations. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Bi'alma divarach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala u'v'zman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'le'omei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'alev v'yithalal shmei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiram bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. B'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav. Hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael,
Please be seated. Thank you, Susie, for leading our music this Shabbat. Next week is Kiddush Shabbat. Susie will be back on the bima, figuratively. We're to welcome everyone, and especially kids with short attention spans, for a shorter service with arts and crafts. Everyone is welcome. And please be sure to bring donations either for the JFS Food Pantry or for the Social Action School Supply Drive. The Social Action School Supply Drive list is in the service handout, along with information about upcoming opportunities for education, volunteering, and so forth. We welcome Shabbat by increasing the light and the sweetness of our week, and we prepare to conclude our time together by giving thanks to God for providing sustenance from the earth. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Please come help yourself at the conclusion of the service. Susie will draw our time together to a close by giving thanks for this beautiful day. Ma Yafeh Hayom. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. I know. And whatnot. Right. Have you seen like the 2-ingredient bagels made out of almond flour and Greek yogurt? I actually I was going to try and make them. I'll let you know if they work out. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
They tried to tell my 80-year-old grandmother that she couldn't eat gluten anymore because she had cancer. And they thought that was going to help her cancer. And she tried it for a week and she was like, "What the?" I'm not doing it anymore.
Enjoy your life.
You took a Jewish old woman and you told her she couldn't eat bread anymore. What the fuck? She was like, "Nah."
This is the gluten-free bread. Please make it right. No wheat.
I felt everything done Friday. Oh my goodness.
Doesn't it look so cute? She's amazing.
I was talking to Rabbi and I worked at the mall scene and he said, does Peggy know that?
Yeah. Oh, really? You didn't do anything to figure it out. Well, no, I just haven't told you.
Excellent. It's called pigeon. And it's all artists that really see it. Yeah. And it's really, really
They had a movie.
It was like the Basel and stuff, all those great modern stuff.
They talked about his art and he stole the art.
Oh, was there?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not either, but it was a movie about that.
Wow.
Do you want to take the follow home to your mother?
No, this poor woman, last time we were there, she didn't know how to work the thing, so she was learning how to work the animated.
I'll get you an experience.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a nurse. I work either with an
As long as we know where you are, that's all we want to do. That's right. We're here for a reason. Because we're too lazy to see enough.
Start having trouble getting keeping busy.
This is my shtetl.
We have to teach her as we go, like, oh, you, about what?
Sure, take what you want. I will take.
Yeah.
So I'll wrap it up. Giant or something. So everybody knows what to say.